Okay, we are on the hunt for some fur yarn to do the pattern test for Stacy's squirrel. Don't mind my hair, it's all windblown and wild. And our first stop is Michael's. We'll see if they have anything. They usually don't, but we're gonna check. Ooh, what is this? What is this? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That kind of feels, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to get a couple. Kind of feels like Bernat. I have to say, this is the first time I've ever seen this store stocked. I should have got a cart. Nope. It's old. Nope. Okay, that is kind of thick. Kind of expensive too. I don't see any signs, so I don't know if this stuff is on sale. Some mystical. $12.99. You guys, I do not need this. Okay, everything but what I came in for. And like I said, I don't know if they are on sale. So don't you know, I absolutely have no luck at all. So it's not very often that I get to go to an actual store and the yarn wasn't on sale. So I put some of my stuff back, and I did get the Fluffy Flex to try. It says it's a 5, but it's probably about the thickness of what do you call it? Premier Just Chenille Brights. Premier Basics Chenille Brights. I can say this. Anyways, we'll do a yarn haul later. So now we're going to head over to Hobby Lobby and check out their fur yarn. Okay, so that was a quick trip. And I already know that the yarn is not on sale at Hobby Lobby. It is not yarn week. So here we are. Let's see if we can find some fur yarn in here. They always have such pretty yarn in here. Oh, let's see. Don't see fur. Here we go. Okay, that was quick. In and out. I bought 4 colors of fur. And like I said, they weren't on sale either, so it's not my lucky day. So now we're gonna head over to Joann. This one's a little bit further of a drive, but I need to see some big twist. I need some happy variegated colors. I don't really need anything else. I already bought stuff I don't need, but it was just so pretty, I have to try it. So let's go to Joann's. Okay, so now we are at Joann. This is a small one, so I'm not sure what kind of luck we'll have here. Hopefully we'll find something cool. Look what I see sitting on the dock. Ew, yucky. So much softer. All right, let's take a look inside. So soft. Ooh, a soft, sparkly one. Nice. It's like being a kid in a candy shop. it is on sale here, so this one makes gorgeous elephants. It's cool, too bad it's not softer. Like, that's soft. That is not soft. That's pretty. Heather, this is that frosting stuff that you like. First time I've seen it in the stores. Yeah, I'm hogging the aisle. So surprisingly, they had quite the selection in there. Unfortunately, some of it I feel was stuff I couldn't buy or use. Some of it was pretty colors. I didn't find as many variegated colors as I thought I would in the big twist plush, but I did get 2 of that one really pretty color. And I got some of the frosting that Heather likes. So all in all, I think it's been a fairly decent shopping trip. I did pick up something at each of the 3 stores. Not what I wanted at Michael's, because the Sweet Snuggles Light and Home Slim was not the old stuff, it was the newer poo-poo version, and their fur was a little thick. But I did get some of that new stuff to try. At least it's new to me. I don't know how new it is to the market. And then Hobby Lobby, I just got the fur. It was not Yarn Week, but I got 4 colors. And then here at Joann's, I got like 6 or 7 different ones. And I didn't spend much out of pocket because I was using my gift cards. And they're all spent now, so anything else I buy from here on, I have to pay for. So we are going to go get some lunch and then head home. So I'll see you there. Well, hello everyone. It is now Wednesday, the day after I went shopping. And I hope I didn't make anybody too seasick with that. It was very difficult to hold the camera, hold the shopping carry basket, which wasn't very smart of me to grab, and feel all the yarn at the same time. So, as you saw, our first stop was at Michael's. And I picked up just a few things. I had a lot of things in my little carry basket, and I ended up putting it back because it was not on sale. And I was there to also return some of that poo-poo yarn, hoping to be able to find some good yarn. And yeah, all their Sweet Snuggles light was not feeling too good, and the ones that were good, they're either colors I didn't need or use. So we did pick up a few things. First, I was excited they had Mystical because Joann's has been out for a while. But I only grabbed one color, and I got the black. What do they call this? They call it Cinder. So I got one of those because it's not on sale. But when I was in there, and I know you saw me, like, I was like, oh, what is this? Now, I don't know if this is new or if it's just new to me. But I was like, oh, if you're sick of Parfait Chunky, this could replace your pom-pom. So this is Fluffy Flex. So I got this white. It's got all the colors in it. I got pink or rose. And it's got the little color flecks in it. And orange, which kind of looks like a creamsicle color. And a purple / mauve. But it feels not as soft as Mystical, but not like the old Bernat. It feels pretty decent. And it says it's a 5, but that's thicker than a 5. That's thicker than Parfait Chunky. That's approximately about the same size as the Chenille Brights, just not as like stringy fluffy. So I got 4 of these, and I'm excited to use it. We did that. Then we went over to Hobby Lobby. Not the best source for the plushie yarn, but they are a good source for the fur. And I had a gift card. So I spent my gift card, killed off the last of my other one, and ended up having to pay $2.65 out of pocket because the yarn was not on sale. Just my luck. I get the opportunity to get out of the house and nothing's on sale. But I picked up 4 colors of the fur. And this one is chocolate brown. And it's not so thick that it's impossible to work with. And you're not having to separate the strands. So I already got to use this one. And I'll show you what I made with this in a minute. And I picked up Husky, which is kind of, I guess, a gray and a black. And then a plain black. And a cream. So I now officially have some fur yarn, which I have been needing for a while. And my one little project, I did a pattern test, and I had to have it for it. I was like, I have the honey bunny, but I wanted the fur. I wanted to be like everybody else. So we did Hobby Lobby, and those were right across the street from each other. So after I left Hobby Lobby, I said, you know what? We're going to spend the extra 15 minutes and go to Joann. So we went to Joann. And again, I didn't expect a lot when I went in the store because it's a smaller, older store. But they had some stock in there. And granted, a lot of it was old formula, but a lot of it was new formula. And I actually got some new to me type things. So, first thing is I've been saying I needed some happy variegated colors. We got some big twist plush. I got 2 of these because I really like this color. And the last market, I made a Madeline Mako elephant out of this, and it was gone before the market even opened. So I got 2 of those, and this color, which is strawberry sherbet. So I was right when I made the squid that this was, I thought it was Big Twist. So, and one other one that's not really, I wouldn't call them happy colors, but it is, you know, more masculine. And this one is called Denim Blue Variegated. So we'll have, you know, an elephant out of that. So I thought I grabbed 3 of those. I guess I didn't. So the new to me, and one of Heather's favorites, is the Bernat Baby Blanket Frosting. So I got this one. It looks like it has, at least in the lighting in here, kind of purples and blues. This one is called Lilac Lounge. And this feels nice and soft. And then I got this other one, which is Meadow Prairie. It's some blues and greens. And one other, because I had such a good time with that cake, making that Dragon Lovey. I got some one skein, a baby blanket dapple. Kind of the same colors, but not really. This one is apricot. So it's more like peachy, corally colors than the oranges like the other one. So, not a whole lot there. I mean, I did okay. I thought that I controlled myself quite well, mainly because, well, thank goodness Joann was on sale. But the other 2 stores, with them not being on sale, that really made me watch what I was buying. And sorry about the bag crinkling. I'm just trying to move stuff out of the way here. So these I'm real excited about. I cannot wait to try them. I have not got much crocheting done at all this week. I've had so much going on. And I have one more part of the yarn haul to show you. While I was getting set up, FedEx showed up. And my premiere order is here. And we are going to find out together if they're new colors. I did not order all of them, just some. But we're going to find out together if their new colors are good or if they are crappy yarn. I haven't even opened the box yet. I mean, literally, it just got here. So we're going to find out if they've gotten their act together, because it's been a little bit since I ordered any Parfait Chunky. And the last time it was like hit and miss. Some of it was good, some of it was bad. I'm about ready to give up on them, at least the Parfait Chunky part. If this isn't good, it's going right back, and I will be done with it. All right. So the first color that we ordered is Maple Leaf. Oh, that's such a pretty color. Now, let's see how it feels. It is looking very thin, even for Parfait. Doesn't feel too bad, but I have a feeling this is going to be the kind that squeaks. But it is very thin. How can they call this a 6? I'm gonna have to think about this one if I'm gonna keep or send it back. So it doesn't feel the worst, but it's not the silky smooth that we all knew. They had a new purple color called Haze. So let's see. It's a pretty color. Again, it's still looking a little thin. And I don't know. I don't know. I'll know. I'll have to try and work with one of them. I'll know. Once whether it slides on my hook or it squeaks on my hook. So we got that one. Oh my gosh, this is such a pretty green. You guys, this has to be nice yarn. This is great. This is such a pretty green. Look at this green. Sue, it's your favorite color. This is like, oh, it's, what a great color green. Please be nice yarn. Still looking thin. This one, oh, damn, it's a shame. This one definitely feels like it would drag on the hook. What a bummer. That is such pretty. And it's called Goblin. Look at how pretty that green is. Oh my gosh. I have to say, I'm not very excited. And very pretty yellow. This is Maize. I like that yellow. Oh, why? Still looking thin. When I say looking thin, I don't mean it's thin like it's missing the fluff on the string. It's weight-wise. This doesn't... Let's see. Well, you know, it doesn't look much thinner than this other one. And this one is a good one, I think. Let me find one for sure that's the silky smooth. All right. A little, maybe. I don't know. But there's definitely a difference. There's definitely a difference in the feel. I've felt worse. I don't know, we might hang on to it and try it. And I think, yeah, those were, I only ordered 4 of the new colors. And then there, oh no, they had a brown. And it looks very much like Teddy Bear. This one is called Acorn. Okay. Well, maybe not. This one is Teddy Bear, and this one is Acorn. So, definitely a difference in the color. I'm gonna have to make something. So then they only had a few of the other colors that I really need. Like, they didn't have chocolate. They didn't have, oh no, I lied. There was one more color that I ordered that was new. Candy apple. And, ooh, I don't know. Because I was out of poppy. I was hoping that this would be a nice bright red. But I want to say it's going to be closer to cardinal. There's definitely a difference in the color. I can tell you that on my hook, I'm working with a cardinal, and there's such a drag. It is squeaking. It's difficult to pull the yarn through. It's like sticking to itself. I hope this isn't like that. But this one is candy apple. So I can't remember how many new colors that they got. I only ordered 2 of these because I wasn't sure. The others I did 3s on. And so it was like, say, $106 worth of yarn. But I used all my reward points because when you guys use my refer a friend link that's in the description, I earn reward points. They don't give me cash, but it's kind of the same as getting cash. But whenever you guys use that, I get $5 in rewards, and I'll take it. And I just let it accumulate. And so I used $50 worth of reward points. So I didn't pay that much out of pocket. And then I got a fog gray, and I was almost out of the azure blue. The other colors that I need, they don't have. And it's probably a good thing because I love this green. Oh my gosh, this green is great. Even this purple is pretty. This is the other light purple. Lilac. And this new one is called Haze. But look at the color difference in the purples. This is pretty. Well, this is pretty too, but this is pretty. So, I like that. I do really like the colors. I really hope that when I go to work with it, that it's not dragging on my hook. I can almost deal with, especially since it does have fluff on the string, I can almost deal with it being, or appearing to be a little thinner. But the dragging on the hook and it sticking to itself makes it hard, and it like slows me down. Oh my gosh, this is such a pretty color green. These look more like fall colors, and here we are coming into almost spring, but these look like fall colors. I like this green. And even the maple leaf, I really think that could, it's kind of a reddish brown. It's kind of a reddish brown. This could be an interesting color. Oh, I hope it works good. We're going to find out. Okay, so I made very little bit on the plushie front this week because, as you know, I have the monkey being tested. And I have to tell you a little story. I decided to name the monkey Mona because when Jenna was little, she had this old, like 2-3 years old, she had this old Curious George monkey. And she named that thing Mona Brown. Mona was the name, you know, and because brown was the color, it was Mona Brown. So I named the monkey Mona. But while I'm putting that together and I'm making it and I'm like, oh, I could totally see this as a giraffe. So I went to work on that and I spent some time on that. And this is Moose. Now, why is his name Moose? His name is Moose because some of y'all know that whenever I show John a new plushie, if he's not cheating and looking over my shoulder at the name of the pattern, he has to try and guess what I'm making. So I take this out and show him, and he says, it's a moose. And I'm like, what? Then he goes, cow. I'm like, what? Then he says, deer, and I walked away. I was like, I'm done. This is a giraffe. It totally looks like a giraffe. It is yellow mustard. It has terracotta. I have such a small amount. I did this one in Sweet Snuggles. And this one's taking me a little bit longer to write up because I got to do all the color changes in it. Because I think if I just said randomly add spots, and this is how you do it, that most people would not understand how to do that. So it's not like, you know, from here to here is repeating, and then from where you attach the arm afterwards, you know, till you attach the next thing is repeating. You can't just jump ahead. There's spots for the giraffe. But I think that Moose, his name is Moose, Moose the giraffe, I think he turned out just adorable. I love him. But like I said, I'm still working on trying to get that typed up. And then I'll have to make another one so that I can take pictures because, you know, I can't do it all at the same time. I make one and I'm taking my notes, and then I try to decipher my notes and make another one. And hopefully I'm thinking and take pictures on the second go round. If not, then I have to do a third. But Moose. So I did that. That took a little bit of time because, you know, I couldn't just crochet. I'm taking notes. So my next market is going to be that Hispanic Puerto Rican festival. And I was trying to look up, you know, what types of things that would be related to Puerto Rico that and that's the problem when I was trying to look it up. I couldn't think of the word I want. Not really a symbol, but something that would be like popular in their culture. One of the things that I kept coming across was this particular frog. So I'm like, I got a couple frog patterns. So this one, about a long time ago, I only made a few of them. And after I made it again now, I remembered why I didn't make any more. So this one is a Sweet Softies pattern. What I didn't like, now of course I can change it and do it any way that I want, is the eye placement. I don't like where the eyes go. And plus, because you're doing the color changes for the belly, it kind of, you know, it has that natural lean because it's shifting as you're going around. And then it came out really, really tiny. And I'm like, I don't remember it being this small. So I broke out some Bernat and I tried it again. And yeah, after the Bernat, I said, nope, I'm not going to make any more of this style. Mainly it is the eye placement. I mean, it's an easy enough pattern to do. It is no-so. I'm just picky, I guess you could say. I could place the eyes wherever I want. So then I broke out this other frog pattern. That's a free one on Instagram. The Sweet Softies one is a paid pattern, by the way. But I broke out, I actually got that when I was new to making the plushies. Let me try this again now. I broke out this free pattern on Instagram for a frog. And it was one that I liked making because it was very fast. It was no-sew, and it was different from most of the frog patterns that you see. And I stayed with the Bernat. Now it's not bright and cheery. It's more of the muted colors. But I did 2. And then I got bored. So I have 2 of these frogs and 2 of the other ones, a teeny tiny one, which I think I'll end up putting this on a keychain because it's so small. And then, I don't know. I kind of like the color, but I kind of don't. I have mixed feelings about the color on these. But I have 2 frogs. So then the last thing that I was able to complete this week is I was doing a pattern test for Stacy Makes, who is Apple Tree Boutique on Etsy. And I think on Instagram it's Apple Tree Boutique Stacy Makes, something like that. But she's just like on a roll with these patterns. This one is for a squirrel, and it's why I needed the fur yarn, because I wanted to be like everybody else and not have to settle for what I had on hand. Most things I don't mind settling for what I have on hand, but this, I wanted the fur. So this little squirrel, it's so funny. My lighting in here is so bad at night when I'm not getting any natural sunlight in. When I picked this color, I thought that I was picking a gray, but it's a tan. It really looks tan if you're like in the sunlight. So when I did his nose, because I thought it was a gray, I used a little gray Parfait Chunky. But I used the chocolate brown on the fur for the tail. And this is going to be a really easy pattern for people. I think it's very cute. When Jenna saw this, I had it just sitting like on the stool next to me. She walked in, she's like, "Oh, a squirrel! I love it! I want it!" So that's coming from a 20-year-old that's still a kid at heart. She loved it. And usually the ones that she likes, I do well with. So I need to make some more squirrels. Now, the only thing that I did, it's supposed to have some white eye detail, but because I used the sinker eyes, it didn't look right when I was trying to add it. I couldn't get it. I mean, you guys know. I just couldn't get it to sit right. So I had to take that out. So my next one, I'm going to use the regular, like all black safety eyes so that I can put the white eye detail on it. But I was bummed, like the people in the tester group, they're all showing their little squirrels. And I'm like, I don't have any fur. I can't make mine yet. And then I was like, I'm going to go get some tomorrow. And so I got the body made. And then went and got the fur and was able to finish the fur. So, this is pretty much all I've made in the last 2 days is this and this. And I have one thing on my hook where I'm using that cardinal red. So, I have to come back to the giraffe because John called Moose a moose, and I was telling Sue, because it cracks us up how his guesses sometimes are just so off the wall. So I show Sue a picture and tell her that John called this a moose. So she shows it to Grumpy, Frank. He said giraffe. Well, then when I'm talking to Heather, she shows the picture to her husband, Dave, and he said it was a moose. So these two dudes think that this is a moose. That is totally a giraffe. I'm sorry, I don't see moose at all. Not with these colors. But he's going to be named Moose. I will name this pattern Moose when I get it finished, because I think it's just hilarious that 2 out of 3 men think that a giraffe is a moose. Yep. I think it's just as funny as can be. So, now you've seen my yarn haul and how little work I actually got done this week. Pathetic, especially for me. Yeah. So that means it's time for me to go. I have stuff to do. And I need to find a home for all my new yarn. And I want to finish the one I'm doing with the cardinal red so that I can make something out of that. What was it called? Something Flex. The new loops and thread yarn I showed you. So I want to make something out of that. And yeah. So we're going to go. We are going to go and get something done. I'll see you in the next video, guys.